Hello, I'm Emmanuel Cleaver, representative of Missouri's 5th Congressional District. This February, I hope you'll join me in celebrating Black History Month by recognizing a defining moment in American history, the 50th anniversary of the enactment of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. This momentous legislation outlawed discrimination based on race, color, religion, sex, or national origin, including barring discrimination in all facilities open to the public, thereby ending what we called at the time Jim Crow. The Civil Rights Act finally provided African Americans and other minority groups the dignities and protections we were owed, but had so often been denied. Until I was 8 years old, my family lived in a house that had no indoor running water, no plumbing of course, and no heat. My father worked 3 jobs to get us out of public housing and into our first home, where my father still resides this day. There were 4 children in our family. All 4 graduated from high school and college, and 2 of us earned advanced degrees. We didn't need a handout. My father worked hard. We needed a hand up so we could gain our own foothold. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 helped change the world we lived in. In my hometown in Texas, if you were Latino or African American, you could not even go to a movie theater. You could not even try on clothing in a downtown department store. All of that changed in 1964. And while the act moved our country on the path toward a more perfect union, ladies and gentlemen, there is still much more work that needs to be done. The Bible tells us that no one can put his or her hands to the plow and look back. We appreciate the past while looking to our shared future. We all stand on the shoulders of the giants, like my father in the ministry, the Reverend Ralph David Abernathy, the Reverend C.T. Vivian, Whitney Young of the Urban League, the Reverend Fred Shuttlesworth, who coined the name of Birmingham, Bummingham, after all of the bombs that went off that killed many people, including 3 little girls in a church. Then there's Bayard Rustin, the inimitable Rosa Parks, and of course, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Congresswoman and presidential candidate Shirley Chisholm was also a great factor in our movement. And of course, my friend, Congressman John Lewis of Atlanta, Georgia. We must defend the defenseless, speak up for those who are silent, and stand steadfast for the causes of justice and peace. And I pledge to work with my colleagues here in Congress and the NAACP of Kansas City, the Black and Brown Coalition, the BBC of Kansas City, the Urban League of Kansas City, and many other organizations to address the issues of significance that impact the African American community and all communities, including strengthening the Voting Rights Act, creating opportunities for jobs, healthcare, and much, much more. The rich legacy and profound contributions of African Americans is still something we can all rejoice in and commemorate. This Black History Month, I encourage you to join me in learning more and celebrating the role of African Americans in how this country has developed. Thank you very much, and happy Black History Month.